Hello again and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, aka BGFH, and I am back for another hardware review video. And no, we're not doing headphones again, although I do have a couple of those in the works as well. But I wanted to show you a toy that I picked up fairly recently and have been getting a pretty good deal of use out of so far. We are looking at the RAGU, believe it or not, kind of a weird, I've never heard of this company before in my life. But RAGU Z400 mini LED projector. When I think of RAGU, I think of like spaghetti sauce, but nah, apparently RAGU is a projector company or a tech company to some degree. And yeah, we got this projector here. I picked this up a few weeks ago on Amazon for about, what was it, 80 bucks or something like that. I wanted, I've been looking at getting a projector for a while now, and thing is like I didn't know how much I would use it, so I didn't want to get something super expensive. I didn't want to get anything really expensive, so I thought, well, let me just do a little more research, and I was kind of looking at some, entry-level projectors, and I thought, well, this one's been getting good reviews. I think it got like a 4.6 average on Amazon. Looked at a couple of videos for it and like, you know what, this might just work for me. So I picked it up, and yeah, I've been using it quite a bit, mainly with my phone or my iPad. And here we go. So of course, this is the box, pretty plain and simple. You got your RAGU projector stuff here. You got just some information that I really can't read, but some specs or some stuff or whatever, some other data on the other side, and the back of the box is pretty much the same. Little outline, little kind of drawing of the projector itself, your logo. And the interesting thing about this box actually is that inside, you see it comes with this nice little pouch thingy. It's almost got these like bubble wrapped kind of pouch thing that the projector comes in. I kind of wish it came with a case. I think I might look for some kind of a projector case that'll work with this thing, just so it would be a lot easier for me to bring my cables and all my stuff with the projector. So what does it come with? It comes with the projector itself. It comes with an HDMI cable and a power cable. So we're going to chuck this aside. There we go. And here is the little projector itself. It's actually pretty small. I can easily pick it up with one hand. Don't mind the fingerprints on there, but hey. So the device itself, you got a few buttons on the top here. You've basically got your input mode, your volume buttons, and your on-off switch down there to the right. You've got just your basic controls here. You got like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons here. You got your up and down, your select or OK. You've got your mode button, and yeah, so that's about it. On the left hand side here, as I'm looking at it from the back actually, but you've got your ports. It does support an SD card, so you can put that in there. You have auxiliary in and out, and I have used the auxiliary out with a speaker or a pair of headphones. I'll talk about that in a little bit when I talk about the actual quality of the device. Got your HDMI that I got plugged in there. I have it currently out to my iPad. And you've got a couple USB ports, so if you want to plug in like a USB thumb drive, or if you want to plug in like a Chromecast or something like that, you can do that. On the back, you got a VGA port, so you want to hook it up to a computer or something like that. And you got your power cord back there. On the right hand side, you pretty much got nothing. No, it doesn't really seem like you have much of anything there. And of course the front here, you've got your grill, little grill there. You got your blue light there. You got your projector lens itself. And then on the top of it, you have right where your camera is, you've got this knob here. The front is your focus, so you can focus your lens, and this kind of pushes the lens in and out. When it does come with a little camera cap that you can put on the lens to protect it, but you can spin this to basically focus depending on your distance, And this is your keystone adjustment. It's like a minor adjustment thing you can do. So like if it looks a little crooked, it looks a little tilted when you have it facing the wall, you can adjust that a little bit. So, you know, again, it's very simple, but it works. It does, again, it comes with a remote right here. Got a remote here. Pretty simple. You got your up, down, left, and right, an OK button in the middle. You got your power. You got some media controls there, your forward, back, play, pause. You got a menu button, a couple other things there, and then your volume rocker up and down on the bottom there. The one kind of complaint that I have as far as the remote goes, I wish it wasn't IR, because you have to basically face it toward the back of the projector. That's where its IR thing is. And so if you're not really facing that part of it, it kind of gets a little bit more difficult for the remote to work. I wish it was like, I don't know, whatever they use, radio signals or whatever. I wish it was some other tech where you could just kind of point it anywhere, and as long as you're within range, it would work. That's my minor complaint, but it takes 2 AAA batteries. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with that. Thankfully, I had a couple that I could throw in there. But yeah, it comes with the remote, and as I said before, it comes with your little lens cap here. You just screw the little, you just put the focus all the way in on the knob on the projector there, and then put this on top. You're good to go there, and that's basically the projector. There's not really a whole lot else to say. There's some fan ports on the side. You can kind of hear it. It's fairly loud, but once you get something playing, you really don't notice it too much. I can play a video in my bedroom from my phone or whatever with no problem. I don't mind it. So that's really the projector. The hardware itself, like I said, it's not, you know, really, it's not like one of those Pico projectors where it's super small, but it is very portable. You could easily, again, get a little case or something, put it in your backpack, put it in your bag, and, you know, have a nice little portable projector with you. So how is the quality? Well, it's okay. Like I said, it's an entry-level projector. If you are looking for something that's high-end, that's got the best clear image, this is not going to be the projector for you. If you're looking for something that just you want to use, you know, if you're looking for something that you just want to use in the in a portable form, and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this will do all right. I don't remember the exact resolution, but it's like 800 by some 800 something by it's like 8 by something, but it's not quite HD. It does support inputs up to 1080p though, so it will accept those. Like I can project 1080, like if I have a 1080p video that I purchased or in streaming or something, it'll still stream with the projector just fine. But yeah, so quality wise, it does have an internal speaker, and it's a little tinny, but you know what, it actually gets pretty loud, surprisingly loud for a little projector. I wouldn't use this in like a big auditorium, but like if you got a small meeting room or something, you could easily get by with using the internal speaker. But like I said, it does have the auxiliary out ports, and you can plug in your own speaker for better sound, and or your headphones. I've done both, and it works. Video quality wise, I can point it at the wall here. It's a little small because I'm far away, but you know, you do need to be in a pretty dark area for it to show. Would you shut up? I don't know where you're finding faces, voiceover. The picture image, depending on how you focus and how far away you get, they claim basically between 50 and 130 inch screen. So, you know, that's a pretty decent size. And I've gotten the image to be pretty big, depending on where I've put it. I've tried this a little bit at work. And keep in mind, you know, this is, again, a channel about, you know, from a legally blind point of view. So this review is going to be a little bit different probably compared to most other reviews because, you know, again, I can't necessarily see all of the fine details. So if there's pixelization, if there's blurring, I don't always notice some of that. But what I did do is when I had it at work, I plugged it again. I plugged it into a few items at work, had one of my fully sighted coworkers there, and he said that basically, you know, in the daytime it was really hard to see, especially if you were trying to look at anything print-wise. And if you had it in the dark, he could read it. Like if I had my iPhone plugged in, he could read text both in portrait and landscape mode, but he found it a lot easier to read naturally in landscape mode because he had more screen real estate and it wasn't so scrunched in that portrait mode, like if you were looking at a web page or something like that. So you can read, you know, again, you're not going to use it for like a huge meeting room or something, but if you need just a few people to go to a meeting or something, this might work out for you. You want to bring it to a hotel and you know, use it in your hotel room or whatever, you can do that. So I have my iPad hooked up, and I should mention, so like I said, you have an HDMI cable that comes with it, but this little cable here, this little stupid adapter, your Lightning to HDMI adapter, I remember I paid, what was it, I paid like about 80 bucks for this thing. The cable itself is 50 bucks. I mean, that's the stupid Apple tax for you. You know, I mean, come on, man. This little adapter costs over half of what the damn projector cost. And I know there are cheaper alternatives, like you can go buy third-party, the other guy's brand. But I wanted to go Apple just because I know they've been doing, you know, I've heard stories and I've been reading stuff about, like, Apple blocking certain things for lightning ports, blocking certain power cables that don't meet their standards, or audio video cables or accessories that don't meet whatever. So I'm like, I don't want to buy something and find out that it doesn't work. Main purpose I'm going to use this for is my tablet, my phone, so I'll just spend the damn 50 bucks and do it. So I have my iPad running here for one of my old YouTube videos. I'm going to turn off the light, and I am going to show you what it looks like in the dark. Now, if it does look blurry, I apologize, because again, you know, it looks okay to me, and it's going to be kind of a guerrilla videography here. So let's go back over to my bed here. I'm recording this in my bedroom here just because there's a lot more free wall area. So now, if I point my projector, if I pick it up, I point it at the wall. Granted, it's a small image right now, but if I focused it differently, I could try to make it bigger and clearer. And again, it's going to be really hard to do one-handed. Let's show you what the speaker's like. I'll go to my iPad here. And okay, I'll pick up the projector again. Actually, let me turn that up. Grab my remote. Again, doing this all one-handed kind of sucks.
Alrighty. Hello there, and welcome to
There we go.
Legally Sighted Mixer Stream.
This is my archive of my Burnout Revenge thing here.
Streaming the game from my Xbox to my PC, and we're using the Windows.
So it's not too bad. Again, I could adjust. I could adjust the. Let me adjust the focus a little bit. See if that makes it worse or if it makes it better. There, I think we made it a little bigger. So again, like I said, if I had hands-free, I'd be able to do this much easier. And again, you know, this is a smaller TV, so I don't have it like super big, but I've had it, you know, a lot bigger. But you see the motion there. In the background, you got the dialogue box. You've got the racing in the background. And keep in mind, this is actually an up-resed backwards compatible port of Burnout Revenge. So that was an Xbox 360 game. So it's not like, you know, even a super modern game, but it's still, this game, I love this game so much. It runs fast. Now, the other thing that I love to do with this, I have my little kind of broken chair here. I'm going to point it, I'm going to put it up here like this. I'm going to point it up at the ceiling. Now, I can lean back on my bed. And I have a nice projector on the ceiling. Again, I'm trying to figure out, I think I got to go under some options too. Like, I need to make the screen a little bigger. Because it is a little small. I would like to see it a bit bigger. But for the purposes of this recording, we're just going to go with what it is currently on right now. And, you know, like I said, it works. It's not, you know, it's not going to have the richest blacks. It's not going to have the highest contrast ratio. But for the price, you know, again, if it's, I'm recording this at, what time is it? 10:56 a.m. in the morning. It's a cloudy, stormy, rainy day. And I was watching Netflix when I woke up this morning. I finished a few episodes of a TV series. And I was able to watch that, you know, on my ceiling, no problem. You know, again, if I had like maybe an actual screen that I could, you know, like one of those foldable or rollable screens, or if I had, you know, like a purely white wall where it wasn't textured, it might, you know, it'll probably look a little bit better. But, you know, I mean, that's the projector. You know, I have a pretty tall ceiling in my apartment. So, you know, if I sit up again, you know, there's the floor. We're looking, it's a pretty tall apartment. So, you know, it's actually not that bad. Let me put this down. So again, there's the iPad screen. So let's close that. And it's gonna, I'll shut myself up. Go to the home screen here. Now, I don't know, this is probably not focused. I don't know if this is really gonna look that good, but I'll just show you. Ah, damn it, I turned it off. I hit the power button by accident. Hang on. Come on. Or did I actually unplug it by accident? I think I might have, uh-oh. I think I did. Yep, I did. Too much moving it around. I let the cord. Come on. There we go. I apologize for that. That's my fault for moving it around so much and doing it one-handed. So again, there's my iPad home screen. Got a bunch of stuff on there. You probably can't read anything, both for the phone focus and the projector focus. You know, again, it's not going to look super clear. But again, I'll put it on its back here. And I'll kick back in my bed. And there is your iPad screen on the ceiling. So that was really one of the things, you know, I wanted it to, like, if I go on a fair number of hotel trips for work, in, like, especially the last year or two, I've been staying in a lot more hotels just because I've had business trips to go on. And I've wanted something like, yeah, I could hook stuff up to the TV, but like, you know, I could just bring a projector, use it for that. There's times where I've wanted to basically project if I was doing like an assistive technology demo to other teachers or staff or whoever. Go turn the light back on to wrap this up. But, so, yeah, I didn't want to spend a lot of money, but I wanted something reasonable. And I think it's worked pretty well. Like I said, I do want to get a case for it, but especially with my vision impairment as it is, like, again, I can't really see if it's really blurry. As long as I can see the image on a larger screen and it looks reasonably well for me, it works. And I have had a couple sighted people look at it and let me know that, hey, you know, it's not the clearest image. They can kind of see, especially depending on what kind of screen size you want and what you're looking at, they can see some of the pixels and things like that. But it's clear enough. It does its job for the price. So overall, it's an entry-level projector. If that's not what you're looking for, if you're looking for more clarity, you might want to look elsewhere. But if you're not, if you just want something simple, this might just do the trick. There's really no setup. You plug in your port and you turn it on and you go. Now I will mention, when I first did try this at work, I plugged in my phone, I plugged in the Apple adapter, plugged in my iPhone, and for whatever reason I was not getting a signal. And I thought, oh crap, is this thing broken? Is there something with the Apple adapter, or is there something with iOS that, you know, Apple's proprietary nonsense? Is there something where it doesn't work? And we fiddled with it for a little while, unplugged everything, plugged it back in, worked like a charm. So I don't know, maybe we just didn't have one of the cables plugged in exactly hard enough, I don't know. But ever since then, it's worked flawlessly. So it works fine with your iOS device. Again, you can put SD cards in there, you can put USB sticks in there, or a media drive, like a hard drive or something. You can probably, I haven't tried it with anything like a Chromecast or something like that, but you can do that. Now, I should mention, like, you do have to run this from a wall outlet. This is not one that has a battery in it. If you're looking for something that has like an hour and a half, 2 to 3 hour battery, you're probably looking at spending $300 to $500, or at minimum $200 for something with a battery in it. I mean, it would be convenient, but for my purposes right now, just to get started, see if I like it, this has worked fine. Just plugging it in, I'm okay with that for now. The only other thing that I would say, as a low vision user, you don't have any accessibility stuff inside of it. So, you know, you're not going to get voice guided menus, even though it has a speaker. There's nothing in here like, you know, the Amazon guide or text to speech. And the only way that I've really gotten to do this is I have had to focus the camera a little bit, and then I have either walked closer to the screen, kind of, you know, get off to the side and try to read the menus. Or what I've also done is I've pointed it at the wall, and then I've pointed it at the wall, and then with my phone, I've just zoomed in with my phone, and you know, it's clunky as hell, but I was able to read actually read the menus that way. And so I was able to look at what options I had, look at and adjust a couple of different things. So it is doable, but you will need sighted assistance if you are using a projector and you are totally blind or don't have enough vision to make one of those scenarios work. So anyway, that'll about do it. That is, again, the RAGU Z400 mini LED projector. Again, I'll try to remember to post the link in the description below for the link on Amazon where I bought it. And I've seen the price fluctuate even a little bit because I've told a couple other people about this, and it's gone from like, a little under 80 to like $85. But it's right there, right around there. So, you know, for an entry level, it's not too bad. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79. Maybe like the video, maybe subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And you can also follow me on Mixer. I'm starting to do a few more streams there, mixer.com/BGFH. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, found it helpful. And until next time, I will talk to you guys again later.